guys, this is Aviation 24 here, coming at you with another Eastern Liberty International Airport for you guys. We're up to airport number 90. Jeez guys, we're getting really close, okay? We're getting close to 100. Okay, but you know what else you guys can also do? Also hit that subscribe button as well, because we are going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys do subscribe. And let's also get into today's sponsor, which is Texan Airplane Store. So if you guys are ever looking to start a model plane collection, or you already have model planes and want to expand your collection even more, you guys can check out Texan Airplane Store. And if you guys use AVI24, which is our code, you get 15% off any order, whether it's pre-orders, in-stock items, or even clearance items. So yeah, let's get back to the video, and we're going to start off here on the runway, runway 4 to be exact, where we have a JetBlue Airbus A321, and it's set for its departure out to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Here on the runway, right behind the JetBlue, waiting for it to clear, traffic, is a Delta Airbus A321. This aircraft is departing out to Denver, Colorado on a 20-minute delay.
Right, next up, holding short of runway 4 left, here we have a brand new model for you guys, which is the United Boeing 737 MAX 10. This plane is waiting for its departure for its flight out to Phoenix, Arizona.
And in the queue behind that guy is the American 737-800. This aircraft is going to be making a lovely departure out to Dallas, Texas.
And right behind him, I forgot to add this one completely to the schedule, but this guy's pretty relatively simple. But right here we have the American Embraer E145. This plane is operated on behalf of Piedmont Airlines, and it's doing a 1 hour and 20-minute delay flight out to Philadelphia in the classic American Airlines fashion.
Here we got a Southwest 737-800. This aircraft is going to make a beautiful departure out to my favorite town of Austin, Texas.
Next up here, we got this American 319. He about to head out to Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, you heard y'all? Like, stop talking to me. Talk to me nice, but don't talk at all, bro.
And here we got the Delta 767-300ER. Yeah. It'll be departing out to Prague, Czechoslovakia. Yeah, baby.
And next up, we have this Delta Airbus A350-900 XWB. This plane has made a long flight from Johannesburg, South Africa, and it's currently waiting for this Delta 767 to get the hell up out of the way, boys.
Here we got the American Eagle, operated by Republic Air. This right here is an ERJ-175. This aircraft arrived in from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Next up on the rival aircraft lineup, here we have the United Boeing 737-200 in the older continental color schemes here. This plane has just landed after making a lovely flight from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Here, my friends, is the JetBlue Airbus A321neo. This aircraft arrived in from Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic.
And right after him, here we have the JetBlue Airbus A321. This plane is in a prism tail, and this plane has arrived in from Miami, Florida.
Right here is the JetBlue Airbus A321. This aircraft is unfortunately delayed for its departure out to Denver, Colorado, my friend.
Moving back to a rival aircraft, here we have the United Express Embraer E175. This is operated on the behalf of Republic, and this plane has arrived in from Hilton Head Island in Georgia.
And here we have the United 777-300ER. This big bird is about to make a hefty departure out to Tokyo, Canada.
And last up for departures here for tonight's airport update, here we have the United Boeing 737-800 in a new livery. This plane is on a 20-minute delayed arrival from San Diego, California.
Here we got the Air Canada Express CRJ-900, operated by Jazz. This aircraft is going to be departing out to Toronto, Ontario.
Next up, here we have the Air Canada Express Embraer E175S. This plane is also operated by Jazz Aviation and is just pulled into the gate from Montreal, Quebec.
Here we have the American Eagle CRJ-900, operated by PSI, my man. Alright, this aircraft has arrived in from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And next up, here we have the American Eagle Embraer E175L. This plane is operated on behalf of Republic Airlines, and it's going to be making a flight out to Columbus, Ohio.
Right here we have the Alaska 737 MAX 9 in the Orca livery, This aircraft will be making a beautiful departure out to San Francisco, California, my boy.
And right next to him, here we have the Alaska Boeing 737-800 in the beautiful Honor and Doses serve livery. This plane is also making its departure for its flight out to San Diego, California.
Right here, we have a Southwest 737-800 in the most patriotic livery I've ever seen in my life. Rawr! This aircraft has just arrived in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yeah, baby.
Right next to that super patriotic American plane, here we got the Delta Airbus A321. This plane is currently getting its passengers loaded up and bags loaded on as well for its flight out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson.
Right here, my fellow Americans, is the Delta Airbus A320. This plane has an unfortunate delay of 30 minutes for its departure out to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Right next to him, here we have the Delta Boeing 737-800. This is the non-split scimitar one, but this plane has arrived in from Salt Lake City, Utah. Damn, it's like super salty over there, I heard. Is that true, y'all?
Right here, passengers, we got the Delta 737-900ER. This beautiful bird has just arrived in from Seattle, Washington.
Next up here we have the WestJet Boeing 737-800 with the split scimitars. This plane is currently getting its passengers and final bags loaded on for its flight out to Calgary, Alberta.
Right here we got the WestJet 737-800. This is in a swoop color scheme right now, but it will soon be changed. This bad boy of a bird just arrived in from Vancouver, British Columbia. Wait, Redcoats.
Right here we have the Delta Boeing 757-200. This plane has just arrived in from San Francisco. Okay, Mr. San Francisco. Okay, California. Okay, yeah.
Balls to the walls, my friend. This is the Delta 319. This aircraft just arrived in from Austin, Texas.
And next up, last for Terminal C here, we got the Breeze Embraer E195. This plane is currently getting its bags on for its flight out to Portland, Maine.
Right here we got the Iceland Air Boeing 757-200. This aircraft is going to be making a departure out to Reykjavik, Iceland.
Right next to him, here we have the American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This plane is currently getting its bags loaded on and passengers loaded on for its flight out to Georgetown, Guyana.
Here we got the America 319. This aircraft just arrived in from Chicago, Illinois, boy. Yeah!
Next up, here we have the American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This plane is currently also getting its bags loaded on and its final passengers being boarded on the aircraft for its flight out to Phoenix, Arizona.
Here we got the American 320. This aircraft is going to be making a lovely departure out to St. Thomas.
And last for the American domestic aircraft, here we have the American 321T. This plane is currently getting its catering and passengers boarded on for its flight out to Los Angeles, California.
Here we got the brokest airline of them all, the Sprite Airbus A321. Sorry about that, it's so broke I couldn't even read the type right. This aircraft has arrived in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good thing it escaped.
Here we have the Nippon Airlines Airbus A330-200. This plane is currently getting its passengers and baggage loaded on board for its flight out to Kathmandu, Nepal.
Oh, here we have the British Airways 777-300ER. This beautiful bird about to make the best flight ever out to London Heathrow.
Right next to the British Airways, here we have the Atlantic Airlines Airbus A330-300. This plane has just pulled into the gate from Novo International Airport in the Atlantic Islands.
Right here, my partners, is them pesky little Japanese airlines. They're Boeing 787-9. This aircraft just arrived in from Tokyo, Haneda.
Last up for the Terminal B of American Airlines and its Wonder World partners, along with Spirit Airlines. Here we have the American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This plane is currently getting its final passengers and catering on board the aircraft for its flight out to Rome, Italy.
Here we have the Emirates Airbus A380. This aircraft just pulled into the gate, arriving in from Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
And right next to him, here we have the Delta Boeing 767-300ER. This plane is currently getting its final bags loaded on. As you can tell, the boarding doors closed on this aircraft for its flight out to Barcelona, Spain.
Here we got the Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9. This beautiful, gorgeous bird has just arrived in from London Heathrow.
Right next to that Virgin Atlantic, here we have the Delta Airbus A330-300. This plane is getting its final passengers and cargo on board the aircraft for its flight out to Paris Charles de Gaulle in France.
Alright guys, here we have the Egypt Air 777-300ER. This beautiful Egyptian bird is preparing for pushback as it's waiting for the tug for its flight out to Cairo, Egypt.
And right next to him, here we have the Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER. This plane is also waiting to be pushed back for its flight out to Seoul, Incheon in South Korea.
Here we got the Delta 757-300. This bad bird to the bone pencil stick boy just pulled into the gate from Seattle, Washington.
And right next to that beautiful Delta 757-300 pencil boy, here we got the little baby bus, well, semi-baby bus of the Delta fleet. Here we have the 320. This plane is about to get its final passengers and baggage on board for its flight out to San Antonio, Texas.
Right here we have the Delta Connection CRJ 700, operated by the beautiful operator of Endeavor. This aircraft is waiting to be pushed back for its flight out to Savannah, Georgia.
Right next to that Savannah, Georgia bound plane, here we have the Delta Connection CRJ 900, also operated by the beloved operator of Endeavor. This plane has pulled into the gate and is already getting the baggage taken off the aircraft as it arrived in from Montreal, Quebec.
Here we have the Delta Connection CRJ 900, operated by Endeavor. This plane will be making a departure out to Cleveland, Ohio.
And starting us off for the cargo aircraft, here we have the UPS Boeing 747-8F. This plane is currently getting the final pallets and the crew members on board of this aircraft for its flight out to Anchorage, Alaska, and will continue on forward to Hong Kong.
Here we have the DHL 777F. This aircraft is getting its pallets unloaded. Fuel added on board for its next flight, but it has arrived in from Cincinnati, Kentucky.
Moving on to the south side of the cargo stands, here we have the cargo jet Boeing 767-300F. This plane is currently getting its pallets loaded on for its flight out to Bermuda.
Here we have the Napoleon cargo Boeing 747-8F. This aircraft has arrived in from Tokyo via Chicago, Illinois.
And last but not least, for the cargo aircraft, here we have the FedEx MD-11F. This plane is getting its final pallets and crew members on board for its flight out to Ontario, California.
Right here we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Blueberry's tail. This aircraft has arrived in from Denver, Colorado.
And last but not least, for the JetBlues at the terminal, here we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Mosaic tail. This plane is currently getting its bags loaded on and final passengers boarded on for the aircraft for its flight out to Cancun, Mexico.
Right here we got the Austrian 777-200ER. We couldn't get an Australian, I guess. This aircraft is about to depart out to Vienna, Austria.
Right next time, here we have the United Boeing 777-200ER. This plane is currently getting its final boarding call done for its flight out to Dubai, UAE.
Here we have the Ethiopian 787-9. This aircraft is on a 1 hour and 26-minute delay and it arrived in from Ajaban, Côte d'Ivoire.
And last but not least, for the United Starlines member heavy aircraft, here we have the United Boeing 767-300ER. This plane is currently waiting for the 777 to clear out the way so it can push back for its flight out to Nice, France.
Here we have the United Airbus A320 in the old color scheme. This aircraft has arrived in from Dallas, Texas. Yeah!
Next up, here we have the United Boeing 737 MAX 9. This plane is currently getting catering done for its departure out to Houston, Texas.
Here we have the United Airbus A321neo. This aircraft is departing out to Stockholm, Scandinavia.
And last but not least, for the United Airbus lineup, here we have the United Airbus A320 in the new livery this time. around. This plane is getting ready for its departure out to San Diego, California.
Here we have the very American United 737 MAX 8. This aircraft has arrived in from Jacksonville, Florida.
Next up, here we have another United Boeing 737, but now this time it's the 900ER in the Eco Skies livery. This plane has just arrived in from Argadilla, Puerto Rico. My apologies if I did butcher the name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that at all.
Right here we have the United Express CRJ-550, operated by GoJet. This aircraft has made a lovely departure out to Richmond, Virginia.
Next up, here we have the Air Canada Boeing 737-8 MAX. This plane is currently getting its catering and final boarding call for the passengers for its flight out to Vancouver, British Columbia.
Right here we have the Avianca Airbus A320. This aircraft has arrived in from Cartagena, Colombia.
And next up, here we have the United Express CRJ-900, operated by Mesa Airlines. This plane is going to be making a lovely departure out to Greensboro, North Carolina.
Right here we have the Copa Boeing 737-800 series. This aircraft is going to be making a lovely departure out to Panama City, Panama.
Alright, so right here we have a shot of two 757s. So we have the first one the one that's in front of you in the foreground that my brother's gonna do, and then the one in the background I'm gonna do. So brother, take it away.
Alright, first up, we got the United 757-200 pencil boy. This bad boy has arrived in from Lima, Peru.
And moving to the background now. Here we have the United Boeing 757-200 in the regular livery. This plane is getting ready for its departure out to Porto, Portugal. Alright, finishing us off for Terminal A South Side. We're going to do the same shot again, but we have two 737s this time around. One in the foreground and one in the background. My brother's going to do the one in the foreground, and I'll do the one in the background. So, Shana, go ahead and take it away.
So, here in the foreground right here, we got the United 737-700 series. This aircraft has arrived in from Atlanta, Georgia.
And then moving on to the aircraft in the background, here we have the United Boeing 737 MAX 8. This plane is getting ready for its departure out to Bogota, Colombia.
First off, on the Terminal AH gates, here we have the Flair 737-800 series. This aircraft is going to be making a lovely departure out to Toronto, Ontario.
And right next to him, here we have the Malaysia Airlines 737-800, but it's currently being used as a Sun Country Boeing 737-800, but this plane has made an arrival from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Finishing us off with this airport update tonight, and also finishing up the last gates here. Here we have the Frontier Airbus A320neo. This aircraft is going to be making a departure out to Tampa, Florida.
Alright guys, that's going to conclude for tonight's airport update for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. This video did take us quite a while to record, because this airport is huge in general, because it's two different sections. There's a whole lot of planes we got to go through. About probably 80 planes on average that we have to go through these airport updates. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you guys also are subscribed, because like I said in the beginning of the video, we are doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. And also shout out again to our sponsor, Texan Airplane Store, where if you guys use code AVI24, you do get 50% off any order, whether it's pre-orders, in-stock items, or even collection sale items. Okay, whatever you guys want to buy there, you just use that code, you guys get the 15% off your order. As of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.